Hey everybody, Andy here with McDank Cannabis Review, and I am here with the Lotus Family Farms. And you guys want to go ahead and introduce you guys yourselves and kind of tell them your position, title?
Sure, I'm Bryce Yaws, the CEO and President.
Ilo Ferrajaro, Master Drawer.
And technically, yeah, we're the group who's come together and built the collective of farms.
And you guys are from Southern Oregon?
Yeah,
Southern Oregon originally.
Yeah, Klamath Falls.
Klamath Falls area. That's awesome. So what are the different types of products that you guys make?
Cannapils.
Cannapils.
Tinctures.
Tinctures.
Topicals.
Topicals. And
Afghani hash.
Afghani hash.
Dry sift hash.
Ooh.
Rosin.
Ooh, okay.
RSO.
Oh.
Our own hash recipe that we invented.
UHO.
Which is called UHO.
UHO.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's really awesome.
RSO.
RSO.
We facilitate lots of different types of, buds.
Brother.
So, it's a gamut.
And what are some of the benefits that patients can get from your guys' products?
Okay. I'm a patient with spinal fractures, degenerative disc disease, fibromyalgia, and so for me, THCA has been probably the medical compound for me that has been the most effective for managing and actually helping to treat my disorders. Smoking will give me instant relief, so it's only through the THCA extraction process that's kind of long and cold and difficult to capture that. Any heat and it will transfer to THC. So for me, that's been a cannabinoid that's been highly effective. And we have that in all of our pills. We've helped people beat cancer with THCA. We've helped epileptics with THCA. With epilepsy, it's always a gambit of whether or not it's going to work or not.
Sure. I have a neurological issue, and so that's helped me kind of rectify a bunch of different pills that I was prescribed before as a patient.
Right.
From that, I've been able to find other people, and we've been able to push, kind of get behind the momentum of what it is to be political on this, and try and transfer to get, anxiety, depression, different eating disorders rectified. People don't really pay attention to that, and with our product line and our support, we really aim to educate, and it's a good way of really.
There's so many cannabinoids.
Dude, CBD is incredible for a lot of back spasms and just kind of the mellow, allowing somebody to get through their day functionally while being inebriated.
Oh, right. That is a good benefit. There's a lot of tincture salves, all that kind of stuff's out there. What makes you guys different from, say, the other ones available on the market?
Sure. Well, almost all of our competitors use a BHO or a shot to infuse into their product.
Hydrocarbon based.
Hydrocarbon based. Whereas our products are all whole plant extraction methods.
Okay. Which
are a lot more labor intensive, but every batch is basically handcrafted each time, and it's a proprietary process, so I don't really want to go too deep into it, but we don't actually make a hydrocarbon hash. None of that. It's all a whole plant extraction, so that way all the cannabinoids that are in the plant are present. The terpenes are there still.
Certainly. And, because we are an organic farm and we make our own foods at our farm, we're self-sustainable. So from that original seed to sale all the way through a product line, we can guarantee quality control. We can protect and make sure that we know and can guide those people through a very organic process of what they're putting into their body, what they're using to medicate, what they're using to recreate. And, collectively, I think that's kind of the whole message of everything we stand for and what we've been putting out there. So it's mutually beneficial. It's a great thing, and people should embrace that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So how did you guys come up with your name?
Over a couple of joints, a couple of cameras.
So they are Laughing Lotus, and they've worked, for 4.5 years really diligently to build this brand and their topical line, their tincture line. all of their products through their R&D, and through that we've developed huge relationships on a very close,
Well, and so do you with Twig Family.
Right,
Farms.
right. And so that's what I was going to say, is that Twig Family, which we were moving through and trying to build a brand, we met over Grow Bro, just kind of being friends and kind of identifying and asking lots of questions. It's always been a really good brotherly type relationship. And I said, let's kind of just do this as a big family. We got a big network of people, and we all stand for the same thing. We should all just do this. And
Right.
over, going through the legal drama, or, stuff back and forth, it's muchy,
Yeah.
Well, and I think too that it's really, as we come more into this new legalized recreational market, it's a way that we can take care of our medical patients still, and it's a way that we can branch out as a company and supply stuff on a recreational level to people too.
Absolutely.
And just because somebody's an adult use smoker doesn't mean that they maybe don't have medical issues that,
Right.
that they've never got a car.
Exactly.
The pain
So for
process.
us, I think it's really just been a natural process, and that's why we put the two names together. It's really, we took the Lotus part of my wife and I's original medical collective, and then his medical collective, which was Twig Family. So we took the last part of his and the first part of ours.
Boom.
And you guys are changing it over to Lotus Family Farms now?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it's no longer going to be Laughing Lotus Farms, right? Correct.
Same great products.
Same
not
products,
changing any
just
of the
different
recipes.
name.
No.
And, Bryce and I have worked together for a couple of years with various dispensaries in, helping get products on their shelves. So for us, I think it was more seeing how the market is, and that's what I talk about, is you're going to have to find, to be competitive, you're going to have to find people that you can work with and form a
Most
company.
definitely, that is very important.
And that's
Sure.
what this is
Right.
at.
It should be a painless process for a painless item, you know what I mean?
Right.
If you excuse me, I have atrocious cottonmouth. Could somebody help me with that if I can get some water? That would be awesome.
Sorry, that joint was a little too
dude.
dank, huh,
Woo,
bud?
sorry. Oof. Wow, thank you. So, anyway, I hope that's not a problem.
How about on a side note on the name question? About the logo? How did you guys come up with the logo?
Well, we're changing this. This is kind of a throwback.
Okay,
This is what they've
okay.
had.
This is my wife's original logo design that
She
we've
put it
run as a
together.
company for.
I like it. It's really unique, different, and it's very distinctive. You guys can tell just by the logo who you are. I really like that.
That's name brand is imperative.
So, what dispensaries, locations are you guys in? Where can you get your products at?
Well, over by you guys, you could find us in the Green Gorge Cross in Hood River. In Bend, you could find us at Diamond Tree, High Desert Collective. Over in Eugene, you could find us at Meg's Marijuana, Tracktown, which unfortunately is closed now. Salem, you could find us at Homegrown.
Homegrown dispensary or homegrown flower cannabis.
Yeah,
Damn it.
right.
They're
and then
awesome,
Going
bro.
Green, we're in the Going Green stores in Albany and all four of their locations. And
Astoria,
Astoria.
Waldorf, Florence.
Shango and
Mapleton,
Malala is a really great one that we just
Hood
started
River.
with. In Astoria would be Sweet Relief. And Nature's Choice.
Nature's Choice.
Moving down the coast, we have a lot of great relationships
Pipe
over there.
Dreams in Lincoln City.
Pipe Dreams, Lincoln City, Manzanita, Oregon Coast Cannabis. We just move all over the
In
place.
Ashland, you could get our stuff at Puffs.
Siskiyou.
And then, Puffs Medical Supply.
Sure, Klamath, you could get us at a
Native Herbs.
Native Herbs.
Merlin, River City.
Merlin, River City Boys. There's,
Oak Ridge.
sometimes you,
Papa John.
One of our favorite here in
Melissa
Portland
knows
is
them all.
Bloom. They're really
Human-
wonderful
Human
here.
Collective.
Yeah, I've
Human
actually
Collective
been
is really
one
great.
draw. One Draw is a great store. We worked with them for a long
Canna
time.
Daddies has
Canada
been pretty
is
great.
We've actually done an interview with
We
Canada
really
Daddies.
like Canna Daddies.
Yeah.
They've been really cool to us.
So who can purchase right now your products? Is it just medical only?
Well, right now it's just medical.
Until June 2nd.
Right, that's what
right.
they say.
That's what they are. Until they change it again.
Yeah.
We're gonna shift
That'll
it up.
that'll be in about.
But
a
will
week.
your products
Yeah,
be
next
available
weekend,
for rec June 2nd?
Yeah.
And hopefully,
Okay.
So
Awesome.
we're ready to go, and I
They're
think
already
most
on the
of
shelf
So their
now.
products definitely will be available for rec June 2nd, assuming that the date doesn't change. Okay, so this is kind of like we like to ask everybody we interview this question. What is your guys' favorite strain of weed?
Go ahead, Bryce.
Oh man, no, dude, I
What's
don't
your
know.
all-time?
I don't know, dude.
What's
We're
it-
doing some
I
really
mean,
cool
that's
experiments.
That's
Like, that could be
answer.
fun.
I mean, right? Especially for
I
a
don't
pod
know,
breeder,
dude.
you're like, I don't know, man. The one I haven't had.
Or maybe
yet.
just one you value the most or smoke on the most, your go-to strain.
Well,
Dude, just true to form, like haze. I've really developed a kind of a quite fondness for some of the modern ones that are coming out, but the classic throwbacks, dude. Anything like Columbia, anything like that. That is just basically, yeah, dude. They're the easiest to work with. They're the funnest to, yeah.
Landresses are always
Yeah.
good. There's some Landers Scaffianis that are, for me, Northern Lights 2 is probably, or original Humboldt Blueberry, not DJ Short's Blueberry. Original Humboldt Blueberry was out between the late 70s and
Dog shit,
and
cat
on.
piss.
So, and then dog shit. So for me, between Humboldt Blueberry, dog shit, and Northern 2, that I couldn't tell you that I couldn't pick one out of the three.
Yeah, I don't know. We had I really had great results with Red Haze last season. That was really awesome. But I think that, yeah, dude, some of the experiments.
I mean, I
we got
love the
going
Kushes.
on,
Don't get me wrong. Like I
they're
have
great.
Mango Kush
Haze,
and
dude.
Blackberry, and I mean I've got 5 or 6 different Kushes. But for me, those older genetic lines are. They've been around for so long for a reason, man.
Oh, right. Yeah, definitely. Gotta love them. I love a lot of the original strains, but they're really hard to find.
I know, dude. If we could get.
They're-
And then
they're
when
cats.
it seems when you find
Like
them, if you
California
got to question if it's
Central
actually legitimate or if it's
It all depends on
depending
the
on where you get it. And,
It does.
And they've got some.
There's keepers of strains.
mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
They have some genetics testings that I think are coming
They do.
out soon.
Oh, really?
So I'd really, when those things really launch commercially and when they're ready for us to be able to constantly be able to utilize that system, I think it would be really fun to figure out exactly what we're working
what
with.
is what.
And then control that, as the
Mhm.
chain of custody goes down through testing and down to our product line, so we ensure that, hey, dude, this is what it is, how
exactly.
it is.
That'd be really
And
cool.
well, it makes it cooler for us as a control group to be
I
able to
bet,
play
too.
around with.
Well, and then, but a lot of those really older, there's already ways you can tell to a certain extent with some of the lab tests in the cannabinoids.
Sure, with terpenes, checking
Well,
out
and the
no
terpenes too, but so a lot of the older, so over the years, the Dutch science guys, they bred out all the other minor cannabinoids, and you're just left with THC and CBD in your test results. It's a pretty good way to tell just right off the bat as a fingerprint that, hey, that's a Dutch or a Canadian mass-made seed.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're getting a lab back and it has CBGs in it and, THCV, for example, or a whole bunch of other, then, you kind of know that those are the older gene lines. The breeders took out everything but the THC and low amounts of CBD.
That's really nice to know.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that.
Books, dude, and there's some
That's-
good books. that
That's
are out
unfortunately what, and it was done from the 80s through the 90s, and that's why as a medical community from the 90s into the 2000s, we've had to do things like breed, CBDs back into pot
Mhm.
or CBGs, both of which are extremely effective medically. So,
there. Sure. Well, and see, the alpha, dude, keeping the alpha group separated through your process has shown some cool things. There's a couple of really recent articles. Digress, go.
yeah.
So, last question I have for you guys would be, what sites, you guys have a website, social media sites, can we find you guys on?
I just feel that low.
My wife actually knows all of that information.
She's the
So-
one who deals and sets that up.
Our pages are merging, so right now you can find us at Laughing Lotus Farms on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, if you care to go to Twitter, or Lotus Family Farms on either one of those pages. Also, laughinglotusfarms.com and lotusfamilyfarms.com, and then eventually through the next month or two, those pages will combine as well.
Okay.
So pretty easy to find us on the internet.
Awesome. All
Just
right.
look for the Buddha laughing flower.
Yeah, exactly.
We had a contest. I think
Yeah,
is
dude,
what-
we got a
what
new
did,
one that's
right?
coming out. Like I said, these are throwbacks. We'll make sure that we get you those digital
Awesome.
ones so you can integrate
Yeah,
them the way you need to.
Definitely.
But we kept
Yeah,
basically
but we
the
same thing, dude. It's just a little quicker.
They,
Mhm.
You know,
they
and
just made it a little different for the
that's
new.
right,
for
dude.
the
We
new.
can play around with it so as we
Okay.
grow, it'll be
Mhm.
it'll be cool.
Definitely. Well, I want to thank you, gentlemen, for
Thanks
being
you,
here
dude.
and having
I
us
really
out
appreciate
and
it.
doing an
Thanks for
interview
coming
here with
out.
us.
Right on. Thanks,
Shout out
man.
to you
All
guys
right.
for
You guys
watching.
come out in the
Thanks,
fall
man.
when we got big
Oh,
thick
one.
buds on.
Would love
Oh,
to.
one. Whatever.
Oh, it's a lot more than one.
Whatever.
Sweet.
All right, well, Andy here, McDank Cannabis Review here with Lotus Family Farms, and be sure to check out their products if you're in a dispensary and you see them. Be sure to also like them on their sites that they mentioned. Definitely check them out on Facebook if you haven't already. All right, McDank Cannabis Review. I'm out of here, guys.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
Mhm.